Hello, this is Angelia with today's wisdom. Today's wisdom comes from Daily Ohm. Finding your joy. Be happy every single day. Our lives are rich with potential sources of happiness, but sometimes we become victims of negative thinking because we believe that focusing on all that has gone wrong will provide us with the motivation we need to face the challenges of survival. And a lot of times that's not true. A lot of times when you focus on everything that's gone wrong, that keeps replaying in your mind. And what could I have done differently? Blah, blah, blah. And that can make you ungrateful. You focus so much on what has gone wrong, you overlook everything that has gone right. And I know several people who have very negative mindsets. And that is how their mind focuses. They focus on everything that's gone wrong and they miss everything that's gone right. They're actually very well-blessed people, but they miss all the positive stuff because they're focusing on the negative stuff. And I mean, sometimes you are programmed that way. You know, it is a survival instinct to worry and, plan and things like that. But you can also deprogram yourself a little bit by stopping that. And every time you have a negative thought, replace it with 3 positive ones. Anytime you think about something bad, think about 3 things that are good. And eventually you'll learn to clear out the garbage in your brain, because that's what it is, and stay more positive. When we choose to focus on what makes us happy, however, a shift occurs in the fabric of our existence. Finding something to be happy about every single day can help this shift take place. And I recommend quiet time in the morning, where you get up and you have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, orange juice, whatever you like to drink. Sit by your window or outside if the weather's good enough. I don't know if you want to go out in your house coat. That's between you and yourself and I. And, listen to the birds. Look outside. Look at your yard, the trees. Listen to the birds sing. The birds are happy. And they're out there singing. And, they might have had a really crap day. They might have got chased by a cat yesterday. They might have almost flew into a car yesterday. But today they're up with the sunshine, singing, having a good day. So if they can do it, you can do it too. The vantage points from which we view the world are brought into balance. And we can see that being alive truly is a gift to be savored. Because it is. Every day you have a chance to do something for yourself, to do something for others. You have a chance to make a difference in the world every day. There is always something we can be happy about. It is simply up to us to identify it. So you got to think about what you would like to do that would make you happy. What, makes you happy. And a lot of people haven't thought about that in a long time. So you might need to stop and go back and think about when you were younger, what made you happy. There might be something that you were doing that you stopped doing because the grown-up world came along and you had responsibilities and, you might have just put that by the wayside. Might be time to bring that back into your life again. On one day, we may find happiness in a momentous, life-changing event such as a marriage or the birth of a child. On another day, the happiness we experience may be a product of our appreciation of a particularly well-brewed cup of tea or the way the sun shines on a leaf. And see, I like things like that. I love tea. I actually just bought me a little gift box of tea just for myself. I give myself a little gift every now and then. And I love the dapple of sunshine on trees and on the grass and the way it comes in the window. I enjoy, throughout the day where the sun hits on different walls and on different things as it moves, and actually it's us that's moving. It's not it that's moving, but as my house moves, around the sun and, it creates different effects, at different times. So, it's the little things, folks. It's the little things. If we discover that we literally cannot call to mind a single joyful element of existence, We should examine the cause of the blockage standing between us and experiencing happiness, because there is one. It might be spiritual. You might not be in contact with your higher power. You might have some dark influences in your life. It could be mental. There are things you would have liked to have done, you didn't get done, and you're all up in your head about it. It could be emotional. You haven't cleaned out your garbage yet, your emotional garbage, and you take that trash out so it doesn't sit in there and fester. You know what I mean? And it might be physical. You might not be capable of doing things you used to could do, but you're still capable of being there, And even if it's just, dictating your life story down for someone to write it down for you, that's something that you're being, useful for some reason. And if you're still here, there's a reason why God has you still here. Writing about, I'm skipping ahead, silly me. Keeping a happiness journal is a wonderful way to catalog the happiness unfolding all around us, so that joy has myriad opportunities to manifest itself in our lives. And I do something of that. I do journal about emotions. I do have a dream journal. But every day I have what I call a gratefulness meditation, where I will listen to music, and then you can do, your slideshow. If you have a slideshow on your computer and you can put it on random, then for a certain amount of time, I will look at these pictures. And that's my gratefulness meditation. Is we did this wonderful thing. I enjoyed seeing my child do that. I enjoyed having this experience. And that helps me to feel grateful and happy every day that I've had a full, joyful life. Writing about the emotions we experience while contemplating joy may give us insight into the factors compelling us to resist it. And I'm just going to tell you the two factors that are compelling you to resist joy are dark forces and your own mind. And those could also be working on your own mind. And there's saying about, in therapy, you need to take out the trash. Because what happens if you don't take out your trash for months, years? What would happen to your trash? It would fester. It would have all kinds of filth and maggots and disgustingness in there, wouldn't it? Yeah. So that's what's happening in your soul if you're not taking care of your emotions and your mindset. That stuff's sitting in there festering, and it's going to make you ill, mentally, emotionally ill. So you need to take out the garbage so that you can be healthy. Happiness may not always come easily into your life, and of course it doesn't always. You have likely been conditioned to believe that the proper response to unmet expectations is one of sadness, anger, guilt, or fear. And that is, our more natural brain telling us that. We have a reptilian brain like all animals, and we have the fight or flight responses. And so if we didn't get what we wanted, fit throwing is the way that we deal with that. But if you can take yourself out of that and think about times when your expectations weren't met, but that ended up being a good thing, that it was a blessing in disguise, that your expectations were not met, because then this better thing happened, or a bad thing happened, that if you would have been in that situation, something worse would have happened to you. So, sometimes when expectations go unmet, it's actually a blessing. And expectations are what caused you the disappointment. Actual events really can't cause you a disappointment, because it is what it is. What happens is what happens. It's the way you react to it that causes the problem. Your expectations of the situation are the problem. You know, if you don't get attached to outcome, it's like, well, I'm going to do this and try. If you don't get attached to the outcome, then you can't get disappointed. That's just a fact. To make joy a fixture in your existence, you must first accept that it is within your power to choose happiness over unhappiness every single day. And it is. It's within your power. And if you don't feel like it is, then maybe you need a little boost. Maybe you need a little help. Maybe there's some medication that might help you. Like I said, going to therapy, taking out the garbage might help you. But it's your choice. You actually choose whether you're happy or unhappy. And if you don't think that's true, then you need to rethink that. Then each time you discover some new source of happiness, the notion that the world is a happy place will find its way more deeply into your heart. And it all starts with you. You have to make your world a happy place. No one's going to do that for you. You know, the spouse can't make you happy. The children can't make you happy. Other people can't make you happy. You have to do that for yourself. You know, the old saying about you can't fill others from an empty cup. You have to give from your overflow. So until, you know, you're happy with your life and yourself and everything, you're not going to be able to make others happy. And, you know, I just said you can't make other people happy, but you can enrich their life to a point where it makes them happy that you're there. Don't get on me about that. So, on this day, find one thing to be happy about and let it fill your heart. Because I guarantee you, you've got something to be happy about. And if not, then you're just being miserable and maybe you enjoy it that way. So, need to go back and find your joy so that you can be happy every single day. It's your choice. Think about it. That's all for now.